Deep in BC's wild, forested terrain, untouched, raw land stretches on in every direction. We dream of carving out a self-sustaining farm. Every day, machines stall, the slope fights us, and tangled brush seems undefeatable. But after a repair, a new route, we begin to see the shift. Now where once stood only forest, fresh soil rose and open fields emerged. Garlic fields, our vision becoming real. Hello, my name is Edgar and welcome to my channel. Muddy off grid, eh?
Muddy off grid, eh? YouTube channel videos are for entertainment purposes only. If you engage in any of the activities shown in the Muddy off grid, eh? videos, do so at your own risk. Consult an expert before operating any tools, machinery, etc. shown in the videos.
I spent many hours trying to fix a thumb on the backhoe, but in the end, it just didn't work out. After all the grinding and welding, the thumb was done for good. Yep, the backhoe thumb broke for good. You can see here, the metal started to crack and it has a big crack in there. On the other side too, you can see it right here, big crack. And obviously it's all bent up. So I had to come up with another way to keep moving these logs and branches. That's when I decided to try something different. A grapple attachment hooked right onto the front end bucket of the backhoe. It's not perfect, but out here you make do with what you have got. Let's see if this setup can get the job done, eh? A grapple hooked onto the front end bucket of the backhoe. At first, it looked like it might be the answer. I managed to grab a few trees, but it didn't take long to realize this setup just wasn't going to cut it. It was slow, awkward, and every time I wanted to grab a log, I had to climb in and out of the backhoe to grab it. That's a lot of work for not much progress, eh? Out here, you learn quick that sometimes the tool you think will save the day just adds more sweat to the job. So the grapple experiment, not worth it. Back to the drawing board, eh? I don't know what else I could do to make this job easier or faster. I tried cutting the trees in pieces, smaller pieces, so I could throw them in the dump truck and load the dump truck with them, with the trees, and then take the dump truck to the wood chipper. It's a lot of work and very slow. Just way too much work. I'm never gonna finish. So I tried the mechanical thumb. That didn't work out. It broke. Then I can't even remember what else I tried. But then this is my last idea. I brought the wood chipper to the trees, so I only have to move them once, and it's to put them through the wood chipper. Then I'm going to load the dump truck with the wood chips, and then I can dump the wood chips anywhere I want. I think that would be the best way to deal with this. That way I don't have to move the trees twice. The thing is, I won't be able to clear the land as fast as I wanted to, because I wanted to clear the land, make the rows, and then get that done with. And then after that, I could have spent my time making wood chips. And if I didn't have time this year to make all the wood chips, I could still make the wood chips during the springtime. And I was thinking, well, I'll make enough wood chips at least to cover the compost. Then in the springtime, I will keep making more wood chips and then put wood chips on top of everything I didn't put wood chips on. But anyway, it is what it is. So let's get to it. Once the bulldozer and backhoe do their part, it's time for the wood chipper. Instead of letting all the slash pile up or burning it, I can turn it into something useful. Wood chips, eh? They're one of the best mulches you can get. A good layer of wood chips keeps moisture in the soil, blocks weeds, and breaks down slowly to feed fungi and microbes. That means healthier soil for the garlic field down the road, eh? Did you know that wood chips cut down on evaporation almost by half? Out here in the BC summers, that can make a huge difference. And the best part, they are free. All it takes is a little fuel, some time, and a whole lot of branches through the chipper, eh? That meant cutting trees into smaller pieces and trimming down the branches so they would fit through the wood chipper. I spent hours doing this. I won't show you all of it because it would take forever, but let's just say it was a long day with the chainsaw, eh? To make things easier, I installed an extension on the Woodchipper chute, so it can shoot the wood chips closer to the front of the dump truck box. It took me over an hour just to set it up. And it worked. For a little while. If you would like to buy me a coffee so I can work faster, you can hit the super thank button right below the video. Keeps the diesel flowing and the garlic growing, eh? So this here got really plucked up. Sometimes it happens, but I hope it doesn't happen often now because of the extension that I put on. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to take that extension off. And that was a lot of work to put it on. It's quite hot in there. I guess from the friction of the blade and the blades and the wood chips. Okay, I'm gonna run it without the chute just to make sure that everything is cleared up. But then it started plugging up too often, so I had no choice but to take it back off. Okay, I'm fed up. I'm giving up. And just when I thought I was moving ahead, the woodchipper blades got dull. And they're very dull. That's why it's having a hard time cutting anything. Okay, so I got ratchet. So out they came. A quick sharpening. If you haven't seen part 1 of this series yet, that's where it all started. Me on the Bulldozer, pushing down the first trees to open up the forest for the garlic field. That's where the whole expansion began. Go check it out after this video so you can see how far we have come from raw forest to where we are working today, eh? Okay, so I finished sharpening them. I sharpened both edges. So I cleaned the other side too. So let's put them on. That's how it goes out here. Every tool, every machine takes work to keep going. The grapple failed, the chute extension didn't last, the blades went dull. With sharp blades, the chips were flying once more. I still had a growing pile of wood chips and a little more land cleared for garlic. Step by step, tree by tree, we keep building this off-grid farm, eh? And if you'd like to support the channel even more, you can join the Muddy Crew, eh? With membership. You'll get badges, emojis, and you'll be part of the journey, eh?